This is the briefing from Transport Topics for October 28th. I'm Esmeralda Leon. Discover the full potential of your fleet with IQ Cruise. This isn't just cruise control. It's seamless integration, up to 9% fuel savings, and real-time insights. Easy for drivers to adopt, proven to perform. Drive smarter, drive IQ Cruise. After 4 decades of providing software to the trucking industry, McLeod is now integrating artificial intelligence into its transportation management systems. TT Managing Editor Seth Clevenger sits down with McLeod Software CEO Tom McLeod to find out why the company is incorporating AI into trucking software and how it will work for carriers and brokers. Catch the latest Road Signs podcast at ttn.ws/episode 179. Now let's dive into the day's top stories. Amazon plans to cut 30,000 corporate jobs, the latest in a series of layoffs the company has conducted over the past few years. The terminations are expected to start today, according to Reuters. The company instituted rolling reductions in late 2022 and early 2023 that ultimately totaled more than 27,000 corporate employees, as CEO Andy Jassy looked to cut costs after expanding rapidly during the pandemic. Since then, there's been a steady drip of more modest cuts to individual teams. Jassy in June signaled that Amazon's workforce would likely get smaller as the company increases its use of artificial intelligence to complete tasks normally handled by people. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is turning up the heat on California after another truck driver holding a non-domiciled commercial driver license issued by the state was involved in a fatal crash. But California is pushing back, insisting that federal regulators approved the driver's work status in the country. 21-year-old truck driver Jashanpreet Singh was arrested by the California Highway Patrol on October 21st on suspicion of driving under the influence, after being involved in a crash on Interstate 10 in Ontario that killed 3, hospitalized 2, and injured 2 others. Singh is an asylum seeker from India who has been living in Yuba City. Duffy, who has already threatened to withhold $40 million in funding from California on the grounds that it is not following federal CDL rules, upped that number to $160 million in an interview with Fox News on Sunday. Mexico President Claudia Sheinbaum said yesterday that her country and the U.S. are extending by several weeks a deadline to reach a trade deal. Sheinbaum and President Donald Trump spoke briefly over the weekend and agreed to extend talks to give the nations more time to reach a deal on non-tariff trade barriers that are still under discussion. Trump had set a November 1st deadline to raise the fentanyl-related tariffs he imposed on certain Mexican goods to 30% from 25%. The levies apply to products that are not protected by the U.S.-Mexico-Canada trade agreement. That's it for today. Remember, for all the latest trucking and transportation news, go to the experts at ttnews.com.
Spoken Layer.